Simple is what works. And so I like simple. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about PPA. It's the simplest three-step process framework for making money online possible. And it doesn't matter what type of content you make, doesn't matter what type of niche you're in, this works. So let's get into it. PPA stands for three simple words, which is post, point, and advertise. That's it. Post, point, advertise. Follow that three-step system and you can start making money online today. So let's see how it works. Post. You need to cultivate your digital real estate. What that means is you need to post a lot,
All right,
whether that
everyone
is
ready?
short form
Yeah, let's do
content, which is most
this.
popular
Smile,
right now,
everyone.
whether that
Perfect.
is
Hold it.
writing content, so like posting on Substack, posting on a blog, posting in Reddit comments. You could even do something like long form content, which is what I choose to do. I like to do long form videos because I have a lot of thoughts. And you just need to keep posting a bunch. And normally you're going to post about things that feed your soul or things that are feed your interest, things that captivate your interest, things that you are knowledgeable about, which usually means that you're interested in them if you spend your time like learning about them. But because whatever audience you're going to be cultivating is who you're going to be selling to, you need to be able to capture the most attention possible of your specific niche, which again just comes down to post as much as possible. If writing is your medium and that's where you do best, then do that. If long form is your medium and that's where you do best, then do that. Short form, yada, yada, yada. Audio only, podcast, go for it. You need to get content. And then you need to do number two, which is point. You want to point your audience, point your reader, point your viewer, point your listener to some sort of monetizable factor. Whether that is going to be a digital product, whether that's going to be a service, whether that's going to be someone else's product, whether that's going to be an affiliate link, whether that's going to be a physical product, it doesn't matter. You got to point them somewhere where you're making money, right? So now you're capturing attention, you're capturing viewers, you're capturing people with the post. You're going to point them to somewhere where you're going to make some sort of money, some sort of cash money. And because everything's still your interest, you're going to be able to keep posting and keep cultivating that stuff. And then lastly, you're going to advertise. Now, advertise is when on YouTube, the way it works, and really on all the platforms, is they already advertise on your content. And so you get a revenue split from that. But I like to think about a company like Vogue. Vogue captures a specific audience, a bunch of people who love fashion, mostly women, but just they post about celebrities, they post about fashion trends, they post about what celebrities wore, what this person wore, this new designer, what trends are happening now. It's just everything's just fashion related, right? Then they point their audience of fashion lovers and fashion buyers towards their e-commerce store, towards different brands that they advertise work with. They point them to their own subscriptions that they sell in order to access their older content. So they do the model. They post fashion based content, they point them to monetized assets, and then they advertise, meaning that they work with brands that they give access to their cultivated audience to brands who want to advertise in front of them. So that could be like Gucci, that could be David Yurman, that could be makeup brands, right? They want to find a place to put their ad dollars where they're going to get the highest return. And Vogue is like, well, we've cultivated the perfect audience for you. So, pay us X amount of money and we will give you access to them so that you can make even more money based on what you're selling them. And so that's really the simple model. It's just point, make a lot of content. I mean, post. It's just post, make a lot of content, point, direct those people to somewhere where you can monetize them via somehow, and then advertise, which is just collect advertising by giving access to your audience or to your traffic, either by way of YouTube and ad splits, ad revenue splits, Google. Same thing you can do with like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all of those. Brand deals, that's another one. Affiliate links, like I said earlier. All of these are ways for you to monetize an audience, but really it all comes down to post a bunch of content, point it to somewhere where you can monetize them, and then also collect from advertising. You do those three things and you can start making money online. It doesn't matter what you're talking about, it doesn't matter what it is. You'll find your medium, you'll find what works best. You'll keep iterating because you're enjoying what you're talking about, you try to make it better. And I think when you put all those things together and you stay consistent with it, you learn the algorithm, you learn what your audience want, you learn what works, what doesn't, and that's what lets you iterate to the point of succeeding. But it's a business that really is costs nothing. It has infinite potential to make money because it makes money evergreen. Like as you're sleeping, it's still directing people to stuff, to those things that you pointed to. And so just overall, it's a really good business model. Like I was looking at Esquire, I was looking at GQ, I was looking at Vogue, and you see that these companies make millions and millions of dollars a year just from doing this: post, point, advertise. And when you look at, influencers and how they have made so much money, they do the same thing. They post, they point, they advertise, or they collect from advertising. Whether that's the brand deals, whether that's becoming the face of something, or even if they launch their own thing, which is even more involved, you don't need to do that in order to make money. Just post, point, advertise. I hope this is helpful. You could check out the full um, article on thelowreport.com. I go in depth there about like what it is. I even have a little freebie there for you in terms of like a infographic for you to use. But yeah, try it out, guys. Try it out. Come home, decompress after work, and then just start posting, pointing, and advertising. I'll catch you guys in the next upload.